Okay, so I'm going to do another unboxing of an action figure. This is one of the cheap Star Wars figures I got at the used bookstore the other day, which is Qui-Gon Jinn. And I believe this one was put out around 2009 as part of the 10th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. And there were a few Phantom Menace figures put out this year, which was, you see Darth Maul being prominently displayed on the package. He was one of them. You had Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme, and of course, Jar Jar Binks, because how can you not have Jar Jar Binks? So, anyway, let's go ahead and open them up. And it looks like there's some kind of dice game or something in here. I've opened some of the figures from this assortment before, but I don't remember anything about the dice game. I don't think I actually played it. There's a little die. You know, whenever you gamble, eventually you lose. And he's got something really neat, which a lot of Star Wars figures at this time had, which is a stand, a little display stand, so you can stand him up on it. And then he has this accessory, which looks like it's some kind of missile launcher that has like a grappling hook on it. I won't be doing anything with this. That's going to go straight into my parts bin. And he has the accessory that every Jedi Knight figure needs to come with, which is his lightsaber. Let me turn it on this way so I don't chop my fingers off. And nicely detailed, very accurate to his lightsaber in the movie, I believe. Mainly black and silver on the hilt with this nice red button. And then Qui-Gon Jinn himself, which has the damnable rubber bands holding him in. There we go. They haven't quite disintegrated on this one like they did with Luke. And then there's a little card here in the back, which I think this fits into the stand somehow, and probably has something to do with that dice game that I'm not going to play. And then the little insert with the tiny little picture of Qui-Gon Jinn, this little sliver of a picture of Qui-Gon Jinn that was over at the side that fell out. It's funny how much more prominent Darth Maul is on the package than the character you're actually buying. And this is one where he's got the really good articulation. The injected molded joints at the elbows. You got like a swivel joint at the wrists. Injected molded joints at the shoulders. He's really poseable. He's got a joint here that gives you a nice range of motion. You can see how they tried to hide it by putting it between like the cummerbund type thing here on his robe and having the folds of the robe hide it, but honestly I think the robe is probably a little bit high for that. I think it probably should have come down a little lower, but it still looks good, and it gives you some good articulation. Let's see how his legs are articulated. It looks like it's just a simple T-crotch for the hips, but he's got the injected molded knees also, so he should still have a pretty good range of motion in the legs, even if at the hips they just go up and down. And he's got looks like injected molded ankles too. Yeah, there we go. Ball jointed head. This is a pretty decent likeness of Liam Neeson for a 3 3/4 inch figure, but I don't think it's actually quite as good as some of the ones from around the time when the Phantom Menace first came out. I think they might have done a better job with the paint application, but I don't know if the molding is quite as good, like the sculpting it actually is. He looks more like Liam Neeson when you look at him from the profile, because he's definitely got that Liam Neeson nose. But if you look at him from the front, I don't know, like, I think his face is too narrow. I think it should probably be a little wider. I think that's the problem. But yeah, you look at it from the side, though, and that's dead on. That's Liam Neeson. So let's go ahead and put a lightsaber in his hand. I do wish that this figure had a cloth robe, like a lot of the figures of the time had. I think that would have been a good thing, but he doesn't come with one. It should be easy enough to get one, like, if you can get another figure that has one for cheap, or maybe even get one of those Jedi accessory sets that would have come out with Episode 1. There he is with the lightsaber. And you can get a pretty decent two-handed pose out of it. So that's nice. So, yeah. Pretty cool. So, I don't have that many prequel figures. It's not like the first trilogy where like I wanted to have pretty much every character. I just kind of like mainly the core characters of the prequels. I like Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Sidious and things like that. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, obviously. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Uh, Pretty nice figure. I figure like this is probably one of the best 3 3/4 inch Qui-Gon figures that I've seen. So if you're a fan of Qui-Gon, I'd probably recommend it. All right, that's pretty much it for now. Take care. Bye.